I had to get my glasses on there, you guys. I realized I couldn't see what, you know, if you're going to do eye surgery, it's good to see. What I wanted to show you guys on a tip on this was a lot of times once I get my eye sockets in there, yes, I'm a little deeper on the top than normal. He's just a little character guy. I'm not going to be too concerned. But what I wanted to do is show you guys, sometimes at this stage in the game, I will run a U-gouge at an arc across his eyes. You can see we're having a little lid crumble there, but that goes along with this particular wood. But when I run that arc across there, notice how it leaves me a lid line here to follow. Now I could show you about 4 or 5 different types of eyes to put in there. I mean, we could do them with flesh hanging down over them. I could throw them way higher up in the socket. You know, over the years I've taught about every type of an eye you could think of. Since this is more of a beginner type of a thing we're doing, I want you guys to, if you can there, let me turn it into the light just a little. But see those lid lines that are showing up there? All of a sudden, I can see where that eye is going to go in there. Now, I could draw it in, but what I'm going to do is just take a small V-tool, and it would be nice if this V-tool was sharp enough to cut this, because this red cedar on that cross grain is sometimes will tear out on you. But you might have remembered when I drew the shape of the eye the other day that we were doing. That's basically the shape I'm after here. I'm V-tooling now, there. And turn him into the light a little and come over to this side. Now, if a guy can keep the tear ducts of the eyes straight across from each other, is, you know, that's one thing most beginners have trouble with, is they start in on the eye, and of course here they would be crumbling the lid, which, you know, even someone who's been carving for 40, 45 years like I have, the eye is always... Trouble with eyes like this, you got to match them from one side to the other the best you can. All right, so I'm getting my V-tooling in here, right? And my tear ducts are fairly close to being across from each other. So at that point, I would take my knife, which you guys don't see me use a knife a whole lot, but I would drag this line here. And I know my hand's right in the way, but you'll just have to bear with me here, you guys. I'm going to drag this line across like this. Keep in mind, this is not carver-friendly wood. And I know I keep saying that on this driftwood series that we're doing, you guys. But part of this lesson that we're doing with driftwood is that you can't always, if you're messing with driftwood, it's going to do what it wants to do. And here in just a second, I'm going to show you a good example on our other, remember the first Merlin that we started with the horse head blank? Well, as I showed you before, that carving's kind of going south on me. I'm whittling top and bottom here, you guys. Trying to be very, very, very careful not to, because this is just chippy as heck up here on this red cedar like that. So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys about dragging that U-gouge across here. Now, if I wanted his eyes more open, I could, you know. But that's an easy way to set up an eye.